Good afternoon, everyone. A belated good afternoon to you all. Apologize for our late start to our coverage today. We have an explosive St. Mary's offensive output in the first half against visiting Brookings. We're at U.S. Cellular Community Park. Hi, everyone. My name is Joe Brett with Table Rock Sports. David Alexander's on camera with me. We are late getting on today. We had a little shower that came through just a few minutes before 4 o'clock. It caused some, dangerous situations with electricity and water, and also kind of shorted out our audio board. So we have a new audio board. We're back. St. Mary's has just scored. Here we're probably at the 30-minute mark of the first half. They just scored their third goal of the first half. The first tally, and I apologize, as I was trying to get set up, I did not get the names of our goal scorers for you. But St. Mary's tallied about 4 minutes into this contest, added one about 20 minutes later, and then just scored here near the 30-minute mark as we are in the first half of action here today. Good to have you with us. Thanks for hanging in there for our coverage on Table Rock Sports. We are out in the open and uncovered here at U.S. Cellular Community Park. So when we have some situations where we have some rainy skies, we've really got to be careful and keep our people safe, keep our equipment safe. And in fact, that little shower took out an audio board earlier, but we're thrilled to be here with you. These are some of the challenges of our little operation. We're a bunch of people who love to cover high school sports, have a passion for this, and have a lot of kids and grandkids that are involved in it as well. So share all of your fans' passion for it, and sometimes just the logistics of being out here in the wide open on the floor of the Rogue Valley work against you. But as I look over my shoulder, it looks like the showers are holding off pretty much. So we're going to stay here and give you coverage as far as we can and get you up to date on who's on the field for our two teams today. St. Mary's came into this contest 3-1 record overall. Brookings 5-0-1. They had defeated South Umpqua and Coquille a couple of times. We saw Brookings on TableRockSports.net last Saturday. They were here on the 15th, I should say, of March, had a 0-0 tie with the Cascade Christian girls. So a tougher trip to the Rogue Valley today. St. Mary's is already up 3-0 on them. St. Mary's had wins over Illinois Valley, Lakeview 3-1, Cascade Christian 5-0, lost at 5A North Bend 2-1 last Saturday. A great showing by the Crusader girls. North Bend, though, able to fight that one out and win it on their home field. But thanks again for hanging in there. About 30 minutes into this first half of play. St. Mary's in the dark uniforms here on their home field in Medford today. Brookings in the visiting white. I'll pick up some of the players that are on the field for you. Ivy Tuttle and Faith Burton for Brookings were involved in that last exchange. Now St. Mary's chases up the field as they've got an opportunity towards the goal. Defense kicks in for Brookings. A little takeaway there from Rocket Merrington. The Brookings-Harbor Bruins will try to move it the other way. Long ball ahead. Race ensues. Mia Castillo for St. Mary's fighting with Hannah James. I mean that figuratively and literally. There's a little shoving going on there as they look to get that loose ball, but Brookings will inbound down to my right. Trailing 3-0 here most of the way through this first half in our belated start to our coverage today. But Table Rock Sports hangs in there. We don't give up on events. You know, we teach our kids never to give up on a game, never to give in, never to let the elements beat you. So we're trying to practice what we all preach. And there's a nice entry pass by the Bruins. Shot there for a moment. James was not able to control it there, and St. Mary's will take it the other way, quickly the other way. Ainsley Gibbs will lead the charge and feed it across. Now centering, and a pass ahead back to Gibbs. She's got a little one-on-one on the right side. Got a opening there and a great stop in the goal. Ball still alive, though. Bruins, good job to kick that one away and kick it out of bounds. What a great stop by the goalkeeper for Brookings right there. Keeping her team within 3 as St. Mary's has another shot on goal. And again, down on the ground to make the stop. The Bruins turn it away. So just a moment before, Brookings was down in front of that St. Mary's goal, and that's how quickly the Crusaders transition the other way. Now ball out of bounds is going to go back to Brookings. That ball actually made the parking lot. Oh, I should shut my back hatch when I get a chance at halftime. We were all set up about 3:55 and the showers came. So Next fall, we promise we're going to have a covered shooting platform out here at U.S. Cellular Community Park to weather anything the situations throw at us. But, yeah, good to have you along for what we have here. Another foray down in front of the Bruins goal there, turned away. Brookings defense starting to stiffen up, especially down around the box at that end. And they'll have it to go the other way. Folks, you can always visit our website, tablerocksports.net. You'll see the lineup of games ahead for the next 3 or 4 days and try to update it as often as we can. We're actually streaming for 7 different schools in the Rogue Valley this condensed fall season in the spring. And we hope you fans are enjoying coverage. Our heart aches for our fans that can't be here and be at these games with us, because it's always better when the fans are in the stands and pushing and cheering these teams on. Hopefully we're on the road. We're going to get back to that. And in the meantime, we'll keep streaming for you and keep the coverage coming. Good run to the outside, but Brookings is going to come away with that one and try to get an opening against this St. Mary's defense that has proved pretty stifling, have kept the play towards the left end of the field, towards the Brookings goal for most of this first half. Crusaders control. Center pass there for Gibbs for a moment, but turned away by Merrington. And now a little run for the Bruins. James pushes up that right-hand side. Angle to the Crusaders, though, and the ball's out of bounds back to St. Mary's. Lily Strawman, Hannah James, forwards for Brookings, trying to find a way to get in between that St. Mary's defense, get the ball downfield. Crusaders look to control. Now to the far side. Probing. Good movement there, but stepped out of bounds on the far side. As I check, folks, if we end this live stream in a hurry, it's because showers are coming back. And I'm checking over my cameraman David Alvarez's shoulder because he's busy. He's no help looking for the storms coming behind us. Some threatening clouds back there, but so far in the valley, things are staying dry, and that's the way we'd like it to stay, just for another hour or so. Nice pass ahead. Strom was unable to control it, but it was a really nice feed from Tilly Peters from Brookings. Oh, Gibbs trying to work the give and go there with the Crusaders. And James will take the inbound. Strom, little give and go for James, just a little bit too far. Corralled and stopped there by Carmel Ashland for St. Mary's. Now Gibbs in the center moves the ball ahead. Emma Meyer had a touch. Brookings turned it away. Crusaders will regroup on their side of the midfield line. Quick takeaway, quick giveaway, and back in business. Oh, good pass ahead. Crusaders have 2 players working on the left side now. Bump it ahead. Sarah Hatfield back to the center. Good look there. Gibbs will bump it across. Setting up. Shot on goal. And in. No, just blocked off to the side. Wow. Great look for the Crusaders. It's going to bring us to the end of the first half. Great job by Brookings to turn that one away, as that was really good. You just don't know how much time you have left there when you're playing soccer. You don't have a clock to refer to. And that little bit of patience in front of the goal led to a really good shot on goal, but it goes astray. And we'll go to the half with the Crusaders leading 3-0. Glad to be partnered with St. Mary's High School in bringing you today's coverage. And as we go to our halftime break, let's take a little look at the St. Mary's School and what they offer there. Great kids that are part of this great athletic contest today. Table Rock Sports coverage of our girls' soccer match today between Brookings and St. Mary's continues. It's 3-0 St. Mary's at the half. We'll be back after this, and a word from our sponsors coming up after that.
What is education? Is it desks in a line? Is it reading from a textbook? Or should it be something more?
St. Mary's is a really special place, and it's hard to understand that unless you visit, unless you spend time here.
And the kids here are just wonderful.
It makes teaching easy because they want to learn and they're very respectful.
They care about each other. They know how to collaborate and work together. They know how to figure out complex problems.
They respond to enthusiasm and they develop their own enthusiasm, which is something that I feed off as a teacher.
We care for them as a whole, as an individual. It's not just about my subject. We care about all parts of that student.
One of the benefits of our project-based learning program in the middle school is that students are able to take what they're learning and make something really creative and inventive and exciting, and they're also very invested in it because it's real to them.
The students really get involved and get to learn problem solving through a hands-on approach. Through our mod system, they can take an engineering class and see if it's for them, but then maybe realize that they want to do something a little more creative and then take some art classes and find out that architecture might be their thing.
This is education for the 21st century. Our programming is designed to teach people to think outside the box.
This year we have students from 11 different countries, plus all of our American students, so we're an international campus. Students learn from each other. Local students learn from students who come to go to school here. In the classrooms, they really add to what is happening, and that benefits the local students.
A great education is more than just what happens inside the classroom. It's what happens when students learn about competition, about teamwork, about how to win and how to lose. It's about learning how to become who they need to become. I think what's most important about this is that you know that kid sitting in front of you, you see them as an individual, and you understand that you can have an impact on their life and inspire them to find out something about themselves that they didn't know existed, and that they can leave this school and they can go off and do some great things with their lives, whatever that may be. I feel like we're doing something pretty special and spectacular at this place. It's so inspiring, not only for myself, these students, but for everybody who works here, for everybody who comes here. To be part of St. Mary's is something that is truly extraordinary.
At My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
US Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Welcome back to you, sports fans. We are here at U.S. Cellular Community Park here in Medford, Oregon. Great to have you along. David Alexander. David. Oh, my gosh. David Alvarez is on camera with me. We don't need to change his birth certificate. Chad Gutchess has checked in in the stands with us. So all you Chad Gutchess fans, we have a sighting here in Medford. He's got crew. Is it your daughter? Daughter on the St. Mary's team? Excellent. So the Gutchess legend lives on through St. Mary's now, and always great to get out to the park. You know, I do a lot of our Table Rock Sports work checking on games. I don't get out here enough, but when I do, I always learn great and interesting things and see great competition. And we have St. Mary's up 3-0 here, nearing the start of the second half. We will catch up on stats as we can get them. We don't coach is on the other side of the field of us, so I don't have a scoring summary from the first half, but St. Mary's scored at about the 4-minute mark, about the 22-minute mark, and near the end of the first half, probably about 36 minutes in. So Brookings had a couple of forays down in front of the St. Mary's goal. The defense has been stiff, and that's where we'll start the second half. Crusaders leading 3-0. Here in their home field, St. Mary's looking to improve to 4-1 in the season. Brookings, 5-0-1, has not yet tasted defeat, but they're going to have to work hard and come back in the second half. And, hey, that's why we played the last 40 minutes, is to see if they'll get the chance to do so. And one quick goal and one quick spark could get the Bruins going as well. I'd like to say hi to all of you St. Mary's and Brookings fans tuning in. So many of you are tuning in now because it's so hard to get to the games. And apologize again, we got on a little late today, but we are doing our best to get everything we can covered and keep you in the game. And let's all keep working hard and get to a better place to where we can get to school full-time in the fall, get our leagues and state championships back in place, and do the things that we love to do again in a more normal fashion. And we've all worked through a lot. Let's continue to do so and get the job done. Timeout coming your way. We'll start the second half when we come back.
Need to get from here to there. By using public transit, bicyclists can go farther, save money, and improve the environment. RVTD, here to get you there.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
You need to get from here to there. Using public transit to get to and from work gives you peace of mind and can save you money. RVTD, here to get you there.
Numbers remind me. That's good. We'll take that. Welcome back, everybody. About to start the second half. We were digging for goal scores. Sophia Dobry scored the second goal for St. Mary's. And there's Parker Gutchess, Chad's daughter, is a sophomore on the team. Martin Nelson, the head coach for the Crusaders. Of course, our good friend Jamie Young is the athletic director we work so closely with. Head coach for the Bruins is Brian Carlson with the assistant coach Ashley Pruitt. Enjoying a good season on their own right. 5 wins, 1 tie. But down 3 as St. Mary's starts with the ball to start this second half of play. Great to have you along here on TableRockSports.net. We may, at some point this second half, maybe sooner than later, have to abort coverage. I apologize. We've got some more showers headed our way. I've got a tarp with me, but that can only do so much. So if we abruptly have to end coverage, please know it's only because the weather has forced us to do so. But before then, take a look at the Crusaders trying to line it up, and that ball gets away from them out of bounds. It'll go to Brookings, and the Bruins will have an opportunity down towards that St. Mary's end. That's a good place to start for them. Good dribbling by Megan Pearson, but the Crusaders take it away. Good defense there by Stella Olson, who moves it ahead. And now giving chase, Brenna Ganges. And Ganges will corral it. Center the ball. Just past her teammate. She was looking for Sophie Dobry there. Brookings will clear it out as Burton comes out with. Teams exchange possession several times there, and the Crusaders get a chance, and before they can get to the ball, to go out of bounds and back to Brookings. Just underway in the second half, St. Mary's leading 3-0. Let me update my scoreboard for you to reflect that. Second period now on our John L. Scott scoreboard, and the clouds and the showers are threatening us again as the Crusaders work on a 3-0 lead here. No reason to have to press or push necessarily for St. Mary's to do anything that might give an opportunity to Brookings. Patience, I think, right there. Well done. Just a pass just a little bit too far ahead for Gibbs, but it was a good look. It was a good idea. Now Brookings, long pass across, has it taken away. And now they take it back. St. Mary's says, no, we'd rather go this way. Good run up the left-hand side. Chance to control, though, knocked away by the Bruins and out of bounds. That'll be a corner for St. Mary's. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit, too. You probably hear that in the microphone. Good entry pass. Scrap in front of the goal there. Now whistle. Let's sort it out. I don't know that you could have entered that any better than Sophie Dobry did for the Crusaders in that far corner. That was right at point blank range there, and good read by the Brookings goalie to get up there and get in position to not let it go any further. Sprinkles are coming on us. Look for the Crusaders, another good stop. Boy, as much pressure has been on the goal for Brookings. We don't have numbers on our roster. I apologize. Our OSA roster does not give us numbers. I can't identify your goalie for you there. But she's done a nice job. I mean, giving up 3 goals, but has had a lot more pressure on her. And the score, probably say for her efforts, could be more in St. Mary's favor. Boy, another good opening for Brookings, but again, the defense for St. Mary's answered in perfect fashion. They got it down there to about that 30-yard mark out to the right side of the box, and St. Mary's defense stepped up, and now they're pushing the other way. Oh, good hustle towards the end, but out of bounds. Back to Brookings. But the Bruins had surrendered a lot of real estate on that exchange, and Crusaders fighting for the inbound. Pass across. They couldn't catch up to it. Collected by the Crusaders. Loose in front of the goal. Another good job to aggressively get out and shut that attempt down. Light drizzle following here at U.S. Cellular Community Park. Crusaders enter again. More good goal work. 3-0 game. Crusaders have not generated some of the spark they did in the first half. That early goal, 4 minutes in, and gave them a level of confidence that carried through the end of that first half. They tacked on 2 more goals beyond that. Which brings us to where we are right now with this 3-0 count. Laptop is still up, stream still going. It's covered under a tarp now, though. I didn't let that sprinkle scare me off, David. Now, that first one. Yeah. Just wait 5 minutes. The weather will obviously just good change for us. Hopefully for the better is all we're hoping for. We have actually set up, taken down and set up the gear twice today. Oh, good. Good ball ahead. And the Crusaders going to have a look as chasing it down as Brenna Gagne's kick towards the goal, just a little right of the post, scooped up by the goalkeeper there. But seeing some really nice openings created and opportunities created by the St. Mary's passing today. It's been spot on. Good control of the ball. Their defense has also been stifling. Although Brookings with a nice little takeaway right there. Megan Pearson took it away. Tried to get it ahead to her teammate Evie Tuttle, but St. Mary's got there first as Carmel Ashland turned it away. Now the Crusaders at midfield look for an opening. Ainsley Gibbs ahead, but scooped. Stays 3-0 St. Mary's. Great to have you with us on TableRockSports.net. We've got volleyball with North Medford later this evening at 6:45. On Tuesday, we're going to have volleyball from Cascade Christian. Douglas will be at St. Mary's tomorrow night. South Medford also hosting volleyball on Tuesday. Wednesday, Cascade Christian at St. Mary's boys soccer. They'll go at it out here at 4 o'clock at U.S. Cellular Community Park. Also, Sutherland at St. Mary's volleyball on Wednesday night. Visit our website, TableRockSports.net. You'll see the games right there in our Lithia Superstore Game Center, right on our homepage. Dobry trying to center, turned away by the Bruins, out of bounds. It'll stay at the St. Mary's end, down to our right. Nice job by Strom to step in front of that one and take it away. She is trying to get that ball back now for the Bruins. The Crusaders will bring it up the far sideline. Attempt to center, no good. Crusaders finding it much, much tougher to penetrate the Brookings defense in the second half. And now, a little takeaway out near midfield. Good job there by Faith Burton. Crusaders take it right back, and Dobry moves up the far sideline, looking for a pass. Shot from Gagne. Now Dobry in the middle of the field. Went down for a moment there. She stepped just a little bit awkwardly. Popped right back up, though, so looks like the senior's okay. Gagnes will have the free kick for St. Mary's. Towards the goal, just over the crossbar. A little bit high. Might have caught the corner there. Needed to be about 3 feet lower. Good look, though, from about 30 yards out. It stays 3-0. Brookings with the ball back. good entry pass there. Just a step behind, though, on the run ahead for Whitney West. Out of bounds, Crusaders going to enter it right back in. Gibbs with a little turnaround, now has an opening. Oh, tried to move it ahead, and did so to Dobry. She'll move it further across. Now the attack from the left side, a good one. Shot just to the left of the sidebar there. A little bit wide, but a good look. Boy, that was crisp, nice passing. 3 players involved in that exchange. They kicked it across, and Dobry moved it forward. And that was a good look over on that side for Elise Fernandez, just a freshman, who was in a good position there and had a good look at that shot just off the side of the net. Now Fernandez mixes up over there with Sadie Glaser, a sophomore who's in. Bruins clear to midfield. See if they can generate a little opening. Try to bump it ahead, but there's that St. Mary's defense just to sweep it up. Not much of an opening there. Gagnez boots it back. Off Meyer's toe to the midfield. Not sure who's going to come away with this one. Crusaders for the moment, but Strom is relentless. Lily Strom, just a sophomore for Brookings, but she is just everywhere that ball is. It's just see that number 2 around it and keeps fighting for her team. Shot from out in front. This one a little bit wide to the right from Fernandez. Good look. I am guessing we are approaching about the 20-minute mark of this second period. I was looking at the time clock of where we started the half. I'm guesstimating, David. Let's just be clear to the listeners as well that that's a rough estimate. We don't have active scoreboards out here. We have scoreboards, but they're not activated for our high school games. Well, I was fighting the weather and didn't have time to initiate the clock on our built-in scoreboards. We're glad that we're still streaming 20 minutes or so into the second half. And I found that under the tarp here, it's a little warmer for my hands, too. Survival instincts kick in for our broadcast crew. This day feels like a fall day, you know? This feels like a late October, November day for soccer. So we're playing the season in the wrong season, but we're getting the conditions that are similar to what the season is that we usually play in, if that makes any sense. And again, Brookings is getting about midfield, a little bit past, but they are really finding the St. Mary's defensive effort to be stifling. To the Crusaders, credit there. They have really limited and controlled opportunities for Brookings down around that goal. And that is the recipe for shutout soccer. The deflection, high out of bounds, it'll go to Brookings to go the other way. Fans, if you'd like to say thank you to Table Rock Sports for providing this coverage of our great high schools here in the Rogue Valley and all of our visiting schools that get a chance to see their games when you come play here, visit our YouTube page. Go to YouTube, type in Table Rock Sports in the search bar, and click subscribe. You'll get updates on games if you like them. Well, if not, you can say no. But if you subscribe to our YouTube page, it's going to help us stay in the game, keep providing the coverage, and keep our great people and crews working on these games and bringing them to fans. YouTube, Table Rock Sports, and click the red subscribe button if you would. We'd really appreciate it. And I'd like to thank the many people since we've started back up. 3 weeks ago, we've had a really good turnout of folks who have subscribed to that YouTube page, and it's really appreciated. doing everything we can to keep the games free for fans to watch. And that's because of our great sponsors that make that possible. Fernandez knocked to the ground in front of the goal. Play on. And the Bruins do. In fact, they get it out to midfield. A little bit of an opening. Need some numbers now as the Crusader defense settles in. Contest that ball at midfield. Good fight out there between James and Olsen for St. Mary's. But again, that defensive wall for the Crusaders stands firm. Now the ball downfield. Loose ball down there. A little bump down near the box. No whistle. Ball comes out to midfield. St. Mary's is going to control it after the Bruins had a look at it. Now Brookings gets it back and another chance. Trying to cross over, but right into the foot of the defender there for St. Mary's. Liliana Castillo. And a strong pass to the far side by Gagnez. Wow. That one had a little smoke on it. Whew. I'd like a catcher's mitt to catch that one, please. And my baseball background there. Sorry. Oh, good pass ahead. Oh, better defense by the Bruins. Getting with that pass, had a little spin forward on it. Bruins reacted very well defensively to turn it away. So as long as we're just trading possession out near midfield, the Crusaders are very happy. Controlling the game with a 3-0 lead. Good fight right there, and won by Brookings, and a spirited effort by Ivy Tunnel. Almost beat a second defender. Good job by St. Mary's there to Stella Olsen to turn it away. Now Gibbs with a nice move. Ainsley Gibbs with some nice footwork. Passes ahead. Got a shot on goal coming? No. Brookings goalkeeper reacts in time. Another good read down in front of that goal, and less opportunities to defend the second half, but defended very well in the Brookings goal. Apologize again, we don't have her number indicated on the roster, but props to our Brookings goalie, because our St. Mary's goalie has had a considerably quieter day down in front of her goal, and that's been to the credit of her teammates and that sweeping defense that has really limited Bruins opportunities. Deep run into the corner there, out of bounds. And we've got subs coming on the far side. Ashland back in for St. Mary's. Trying to catch our other substitutes came in. Right off of the inbound. St. Mary's a little bit of an opening. Now Gagne's going to try to curl one in. Boy, that just a little bit too high. What a beautiful boot from this right-hand side. She's trying to bend that one a little bit like Beckham right there. That had a really serious look, just about 2 feet over the crossbar on top right there. That nearly snuck into that top left corner. Our most serious threat of a score of the second half right there. Boy, and I just had mentioned what a strong leg Brennan Gagnez has, the junior for St. Mary's, and she showed it again there. That shot on goal with a little juice on it, like the pass ahead she had just earlier in the second half to one of her teammates. It was curving forward for her to chase it down and get in front of the defense. Sub now for Brookings is going to come on. Sarah Fulton, the junior, comes on for the Brookings-Harbor club. See if she can come off the bench and mix it up a little bit, give her team a little spark. Crusaders trying to hunt down another shot on goal. Bruins will knock it away. Also checking in, Riker Rothfuss, a junior for St. Mary's, came in on the previous dead ball where the Crusaders subbed in. I think we're about 30 minutes into the second half. Approximately. Weather's holding. We're happy. Corner kick, headed away. And a good one by the Bruins. Catching for the sideline? No. Good hustle up the sideline. Tuttle was really coming hard. That ball was headed out of there nicely in front of the goal by Faith Burton. Tuttle just couldn't track it down, though, so St. Mary's will get the chance to bring it back in. If you hear sounds like wind is blowing and tarps are fluttering, I mean, that's what's happening. I'm just going to be full disclosure on that one for you. Now going to whistle, and Brookings going to kick the other way. Tuttle heads that back. Rothfuss trying to fight for it, and Brookings turns it away. Now the Crusaders bump it forward, but right to the goalie. Brookings down 3. They played the Crusaders even in this second half. But those 3 goals early are standing for St. Mary's, standing tall. Crusaders looking for their 4th win in 5 tries today. Brookings trying to stave off their first defeat in 6 games that they've played. Throw-in by Tuttle. And the blue shirts are too much. Now, I've come to realize the second half how close we are to the sideline. We've had a couple balls come our way here. It's not good to have your hands in your pockets. Got to be ready for a live ball. We're about 7 yards off the sideline there, so I always preferred to be close to the action. I was never one happy up in the nosebleed seats. Good hustle that far side. Sarah Hatfield in for St. Mary's. Had that one knocked away, and that one's out of here. That's into the Charles Points Apartments behind us. Yeah, it went over the big fence. You fans from Brookings, if you haven't had a chance to come to U.S. Cellular Community Park, beautiful facility here in Medford. We're in the midst of developing a beautiful new aquatics, basketball, volleyball facility that will host tournaments. And a lot of your teams will be making their way here, I imagine, by 2023 when that Rogue Credit Union Aquatics and Invention Center opens up. Numerous youth leagues, high school teams, year-round use of facilities out here. Soccer, football, baseball, softball. We're on field 14, if that tells you anything. There's a bunch of them out here. And this facility, U.S. Cellular Community Sports Park, has been up and running since the 2005 or so, in the early 2000s there. So many of our visitors have been here before or have had their family members make their way through the ranks. Rothfuss with the shot on goal, turned away. And this one's headed our way. And it hit my Jeep. I don't think that the people at home needed to know that, but took one on the hood for the team right there, right behind me. Crusaders right in front of us. Lost it on the exchange and inbounding. They get Pearson for Brookings. Scooped up by Samantha Gallardo, freshman for St. Mary's. But it was premature. It was Brookings' ball. Ashton for St. Mary's. Pearson still contending for that ball. Gets it to an opening. Crusaders win their way to it. Looking to control at midfield. Parker Gutches there. There's Parker. Brookings with the look ahead, but sweeping back that St. Mary's defense, and Ashland will bump it past her own goalie. And she'll have to bump it back out to her teammate. That was one of the better threats of Brookings, and a good job there by Pearson to try to corral that one, but a good effort there. Just came up, took a bad bounce off her chest, and St. Mary's has got a chance the other way. Far side there, Hatfield with the ball. Trying to center. Booted away, Sadie Glazer for St. Mary's. Tried to get that her teammate, but Brookings will get it the other way. And now Ivy Tuttle gives chase. She'd love to get a foot on that ball, take it away, and get a shot on goal. It's really been hard to come by for the Bruins today. Credit to the St. Mary's defense of really keeping them from getting anything going towards the box and towards an open shot. I believe the Crusaders have limited the Bruins to no shots on goal in this second half and most of the first half that we saw previously. Final minutes now, ticking down before we put this one in the books, and it looks like it's going to go to the Crusaders win column. Brookings and a lot of the St. Mary's reserves are getting some nice time in the second half. Coach Nelson able to get some players some time, and that varsity experience is so important for the players that are coming up. Now, they practice hard against the varsity players. You do so much in practice, but game experience is everything, especially as you're developing. It also motivates you when you're a younger player and you're swinging up to varsity, or you're kind of getting your legs underneath you at the varsity level. That game experience just inspires you. It inspires you to work harder, to be better, to understand that those other girls are bigger, stronger, faster, and as good as you are, if not better. So that little wake-up call at the varsity level, I think we all go through it. We all remember what it was like. And this is a great experience now. Some of the reserves for St. Mary's getting a look. Good ball forward again, just a little bit too far. Rothfuss was giving chase, and Glazer had put that pass forward, but Glazer looks to be a really creative passer and really good in the moment to get the balls and find her teammates. She made a couple of nice passes forward, just haven't connected on one yet, but you get enough time, get the feeling like she can put one right on the toe of one of her teammates right on stride. And just to really put an exclamation point on the weather today, the sun's trying to peek out and pretend that it was part of this process today, which it was not. Showers and clouds, but, good conditions. The players don't mind this mid-50s temperature with a little wind. It's beautiful conditions to play in. You take this over a 75-degree day in September any day. Don't have to hydrate much. That takes place from the outside for you sometimes. And you certainly don't have to worry about overheating. It's a Good day. The wind wasn't too much, just a steady breeze. So no real effect on passes or shots. A stalemate second half about to wrap up. Both teams fighting for possession out near midfield. Crusaders making a 3-0 halftime lead stand up in this second half. Breakaway. Crusaders continue trying to find an opening there. Like Hatfield from that far side. That left wing trying to get in there. Wow, how are the Oregon teams doing in the NCAA men's and women's basketball tournament? We are stoked in our home state here. Just need the Duck women have a big tour tonight, but yeah, they're 7 o'clock tonight. Duck men already just in really impressive fashion. I was worried that first game they didn't get to play. You know, you get past your tournament jitters, you get past all of that fun stuff. I thought, well, I wonder if that'll... No, they were solid today against Iowa. And the Pac-12 has looked like the Conference of Champions. As Bill Walton always calls us. We haven't won much lately, but, man, we look like it this year. And the women's side holding their own as well. So it's a great time of the year, but it's weird to be playing soccer and football with March Madness going on. And volleyball, I think we're all just kind of working through it. Good entry there. Bruins do a good job to turn it away. A little pressure down in front of that goal. Now cleared out. Crusaders will bring it back as we wind down these last few minutes of the second half. Volleyball coverage coming from North Medford tonight. Craters at North Medford this evening. And I do want to let fans know we have some changes coming in our schedules for later this week. I'll keep you posted on that. We are dealing with some teams we're hearing now around our greater Southern Oregon region that are trying to battle past some COVID infections, and we all knew that was going to be part of the process. So an ever-evolving schedule and season, and we've all just been hanging in there. The thing we're thrilled about is that these young men and young women are out playing the sports that they love. You know, I have a granddaughter who's a senior at South Medford and is missing out on the things and the dreams she worked her whole life for in some respect, but just to be able to get out there and play the game you love and to hope that you can get back to it someday and have the opportunity again keeps a lot of them going. And just so much of our school experience for so many of us was tied to our sports experience and our band experience or our drama and other extracurricular activity experiences that we've all, not just the sports kids, well, we've all just been hammered by this darn pandemic. So great to be out, take it as we can get it, take our games as they can come and go, and let's all work hard to get back to normal. Oh, in front of the goal there, Crusaders have a look. It's still up for grabs there. Kicked in into the corner. No, just past the goal. That looked like Gibbs. Yeah, Ainsley Gibbs had that finisher out about 10 yards out in front and just booted it a little bit wide right. That was the Crusaders' best threat of this second half, and started by a nice corner entry there. Gibbs will take it away. She wants to reload, maybe get another look at it. Some great dribbling there up the left-hand side, and she will get a kick at it. Now this one's wide left. Yeah, you could just tell she wanted another shot at that one. A good hustle by her, and got another look, but couldn't get it to go. Stays 3-0. There's Tuttle. She could have an opening. Oh, great closing defense there. Again, Tuttle looked like she was ready for a run. Liliana Castillo was the defender there that came and very alertly cut that one off. Because it looked like Tuttle was maybe going to boot that through two defenders and get the opening she's been fighting for all afternoon. And just more good defense by St. Mary's. As soon as she booted it forward, it was kicked away by the defender. She'll go back to work. They'll give and go. Gets it back on the left side. Sizing it up. She tracks it down. I'm glad we haven't had a lot of action in that corner for you, David. That's a tough shot down in that deep left corner there. Oh, your tripod only needs about 10 feet higher. Crossed by the Bruins. Need a little bounce to go their way on those exchanges there, and just every one of them seems to come off the foot or come out, and Crusaders waiting defensively, and now St. Mary's trying to go the other way. Good takeaway. Good boot forward. Good defense by Rockette Merrington. Mentioned her several times in this second half. We are probably within 5 minutes of the close of the second half. Apologize, we don't have an official clock for you, but 3-0 lead late in this second half. Tuttle looking to get going. Boots it forward. Good pass ahead there. Defender was doing a nice job to shade the Bruin coming up the side there. Hannah James was trying to get in front of that pass from Tuttle. Good work by James and Tuttle a number of times today. Now a big run up the left-hand side by Park Gutches. Kicked away by the Bruins there. Well, she covered about 70, 80 yards there with a couple quick boots ahead. Heads up play by Brookings to get over and get that kicked out of bounds. Make the Crusaders regroup. Shot wide, goes to the Bruins. So each of our regional districts are planning a culmination week at the end of the football, volleyball, soccer season. Stay tuned for your local school district's details on that. We're not exactly sure what it's going to look like, but we're going to try to have some tournament play and some seeding and some competition to kind of culminate the season. It will not be the OSAA playoffs or championships contended this year. We're all dealing with that. But we are getting to have our senior days and senior nights for these great players and some semblance of a senior season for them, so we'll be thankful for that. Tuttle with the takeaway. Crusaders take it back. Tuttle's not so quick to give up on it. Bruins get a little opening. There we go. But scooped up by the St. Mary's D. But Brookings has just been one defender away several times from getting past to get an offensive look. But again, credit to the defense for St. Mary's. Just really picking off anything that has come close. And now a shot wide left. And we got the whistle, and we are finished with this one. 3-0 is our final. Good effort by Brookings in the second half to play the Crusaders even, but St. Mary's did what they needed to do to get this W today, and the Crusaders improved to 4-1 on the season. Brookings now 5-1-1. Take a quick time out. Word from our sponsors. We'll be back to wrap it all up for you right after this.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at SouthernOregonSports.com.